take home.
Jane says, I grew up with an alcoholic mother and I'm now 40. She's 70. I'm still suffering from what she did. She stopped drinking approximately 7 years ago, but has left such a mark on me and my sister that we both despise her.
Wow.
I don't know where to turn.
It's incredibly painful. I would say immediately go to Al-Anon. Go to the network of the Free Fellowship, which is there for families of alcoholics. Because if as a girl you despise your mother, the same gender parent is where the primary identity, self-identity is formed. So if I despise my mother, I will have self-loathing. So you're hating someone for all these reasons, and it may be valid, but the person who's going to hurt is you. And
I didn't know that.
And you don't want to
true?
be, I mean, you don't want to be hurt by someone else all through your childhood and then hurt yourself all through your adulthood. So set yourself free, go in, take a look, understand this is a condition. And by the way, when people get sober, they're very difficult to be angry with because you don't want to drag up the past and look petty and mean and be banging on about something that they've now redeemed themselves with. But once somebody gets sober and properly sober, that's the time to get angry.
Well, interesting you mentioned this. Pauline says, I've broken my sobriety and I don't know what to do. I was sober for 8 years after rehab. I had a drink last week and I've been drinking ever since, on and off. I feel very guilty because of my children and I find that AA meetings do not work for me. What can I do to stop?
OK, AA meetings won't work for you unless you work them. OK?
Well, she managed it for 8 years.
Yeah, but it may be that something's happened. You've got to just get back on the sobriety and work at whatever it is. If you say you feel guilty about your children, let that guilt motivate you into new behaviour. Don't sit and wallow in the guilt because it will consume you and have you opening one bottle after the other. The guilt is a trigger and a clue that there's something you're doing that you're not comfortable with. So listen to it, act on it and move on.